Greetings. I just wanted to share. I wish someone told me this when I was much younger. So I'm telling you this so that you can learn from my mistake. What I wish someone would tell me, beat me over the head with a bat, is that money can make money for you. So, some background. I grew up very poor. Parents were immigrant refugees. They worked their butt off to get off of welfare. Grew up in the project homes. We had to go farming. I will always remember the weight of a full bushel of potatoes. It will break your back. So every summer, we had to do farmers market to get spending money to buy clothes and just extra incidentals on top of both my parents working jobs. They both were second shift jobs. So everything that I tie to is ingrained. It's still somewhere in my brain, in that little lizard brain where money equates to the weight of a bushel of potatoes. Money equates to hour per hour wage for their salary. If you work more hours, then you get plus one more hour of wage salary. If you work 2 hours, you get more. So I've always been tied to capital, to money as in labor capital. Okay, so you make one widget or you sell 1 hour of your service answering telephones. It is a 1-to-1 ratio. Now, as you get older, you can get more sophisticated. You might have to learn more people skills, but you could hire someone to essentially replace you. Hey, why don't I hire Bob to answer phones and then Lisa to also answer phones and water plans and do bookkeeping? That's great. That is truly the America spirit. As you work. I will always love work. It's creativity, it's doing, it's action. But when you manage people, you have to, be very good at managing. You're just one day away from mutiny, and you have to make sure that they are compensated well before they start to complain and so forth. Okay, so now comes to the money. So my first experience with money making money was abysmal, was really terrible. I remember when I first opened my checking account at my local bank, and they excitedly told me if I deposit my money into the checking or savings account, I can get a 0.035 or something really, so a 0.35, something so small. And I'm thinking, oh, that's ridiculous. That's literally pennies. Who would want to do that? Yeah, I'll store it in my savings account just so that it's digital, but it's so small. So then life went forward and you learn about hard work. We did, jobs, and you do this and that, become a real estate agent, you get a real job, and you start to save. So time goes forward, and then I finally learn about, better type of savings accounts. Now, these could be tied to a retirement, a 401k, an IRA, yielding much higher. They are locked until you are 59 and a half. Then you eventually learn about the stock market, and it has much higher yields. Like, oh, forget that 0.35. No, that's terrible. You can get 5% a year, 10% a year. Well, I think that's pretty amazing. That's a substantial amount. Granted, you do need a good principal base to get a good return. Otherwise, you just have to keep compounding. I've also learned the power of compounding. It does take time. There's no easy way to get around it unless you're born wealthy, but the power of compounding is unbelievable. You have $1,000 year one, you let it grow 10%. Year two, it's not $1,000. It's we got 1,100 times the additional 10%. So just be patient. Letting that go is wonderful, wonderful. Learning the power of compound interest. Eventually, you learn about dividends, that by this sheer investing into equity, into an ownership of companies out there, you can get bonus points. I think of dividends as someone paying you or a bonus on top of interest. And as of now, I'm at the point of options. So, options, you truly can turn your money and it makes more money for you. I imagine putting your money on a turnstile, like on a, like sort of like a turnstile. We eat like a Chinese restaurant. You put $5 there, you spin it around, and then $5 and plus one comes back. You now it's $6. You place the back on the turning style, 6 becomes 8, maybe 6 plus 2. So now it has taken a lot of time to walk away or decouple from the labor type of capital. Again, you never forget the weight of a bushel of potatoes. Or seeing my mom, especially, she worked so hard to this day. She loves labor work. And that's all to a lot of degree, a lot of my peers, family, friends, that's all they know is the labor type of work. Your inputs equals your outputs. If they try to learn a type of business, they will not go into options or derivatives or making money. They will revert back to, why don't I have a store and sell things one by one, or why don't I, build this thing, sell part by part. It really reverts back to the lowest form of labor capital. I'm not to diminish labor capital. Again, love work, but it's also important to learn higher types of leverage. Learning capital, so money makes money. And then probably taking a step up is that because trading has become so sophisticated, using lots of internet coding software, using smartphones, connecting right away to the market. Wow. I mean, it's a crime not to learn this. It truly is a crime to not learn basic investing because it's so easy now. You just need to create a login account and you put money into it and let it grow safely. You don't have to be aggressive or gambling. People still would rather go to the casino or to get a lottery ticket than learn simple, safe, using software, using your smartphone, using coding technology, and letting money make money for you. It will all. I'm really amazed by this. I'm almost baffled. But they'll use the same smartphone to book a complicated, expensive global trip using 4 or 5 apps. So keep that in mind, that money makes money for you. Use that knowledge, take it to effect. I wish I learned this much younger. I had parents who only knew the lowest form of labor capital, not their fault. But the very wealthy people out there, that's what they do. They utilize leverage. So a smaller amount of input yields a larger output. That's kind of what leverage means in short. And I want you to learn this too, that it's not a mystery. You are not shielded. You're not being denied access to this knowledge. It's free for everybody. Take this to heart. Look at my shorts for real trades and try on Paper Money. Try Paper Money's Fake Money from Thinkswim, the robust investing platform from Charles Schwab, and just play and tinker around with it. The stock market is equity of all the big companies out there, companies that you yourself use. Anyways, I've said a mouthful, and I'll see you soon. I love trading options. That's the name of my channel, and I hope that you will too. Bye.